All right, here we go. Episode 66, day 19 of 30, the podcast challenge. Another episode of CONVOS with KEEGS. Thank you guys for listening, watching, viewing, whatever you are doing with this podcast. I would appreciate a ton if you like, subscribe, and comment something. These goddamn YouTube announcements, whatever they're called. I gotta remember to do these, dude. I always fucking forget. Some more announcements. Upcoming tattoo artist collabs with Lonely Cowboy. We just finished off Annabelle Warren's today. Big shout out to Annabelle. That was a great collab. That podcast that we did, I want to say it was episode 56. Really good conversation we had. Just all about mental health and tattoos and this, that, and the other. Pretty much everything we do with all the tattoo artists we collab with. Next tattoo artist collab is going to be with Ashlyn Workman. She goes by Ashcat Art on Instagram out of Long Beach, California. And then we got Sarah Lana out of Sacramento. And then Hannah Matthews out of South Jordan, Utah. And I believe we're going to do one with Tattooed by Q. She is out of Scottsdale, Arizona / Bozeman. She's from Bozeman, but I believe she moved to Scottsdale. And that'll come after Hannah Matthews and then and then Mad Rabbit University and then Allie Vibe Tattoo out of Orem, Utah. So those are the announcements I got for Lonely Cowboy. Other than that, just keep going business as usual. This challenge is definitely the podcast challenge, day 19. I'm on track now. Back on track, feeling good, feeling better than some previous episodes that I did, but hey, ripped them out. We're all good. What else we got going on? I wonder if there's anyone that has listened to every single day of this challenge. If you did, I appreciate you so much. And I apologize if these podcasts have been getting pretty repetitive. I feel it. I'm trying to switch them up as much as possible. But as you know, if you've listened to the last 18 days, these are definitely difficult to do every day, and especially just being myself and not having co-hosts, like to put this on and kind of try and come up with new topics of discussion every day is difficult, because I'm not big on, the current events of the world and shit like that. I guess we could talk about the storm in Buffalo. I am located in Buffalo. We did go through the gnarly fucking storm, and yeah, it was a son of a bitch, man. And where I live, the part of Buffalo that I live in is a suburb, and it's didn't get hit too bad. It still got hammered, but the actual city of Buffalo got fucking drilled with snow. It was the snow, it was the wind. It was just an absolute shit show in the city, and they're still trying to kind of recover from it. Yeah, it was a weird holiday season for everyone in Buffalo, everyone in the country. Honestly, I mean, from what I heard in the news, like everywhere was just getting that winter storm, but Buffalo especially, man, we got hammered, and it's just the lake effect, like. That wind's coming right over that lake, picking up that lake water and dumping snow on us. So, but the unfortunate thing for the ski season is none of that snow really got to the ski hills that I typically go to. They didn't get hammered, so ski season is definitely getting postponed a little bit. I guess not postponed, but like I would have assumed that they'd be more open than they are right now. And because I know the one place that I go only has a few runs open. Because like I said, they didn't get hammered with snow that much yet. I got a ski trip in January coming up. Me and some of my buddies are going up to, I want to say Sugarloaf and Sunday River. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure those are the two mountains we're going to in Maine. I think they're both in Maine, but I'm super excited for that. I remember the very first, we've tried to do a ski trip every year, but so many plans have changed, and then COVID was a part of that as well, and scheduling all of our friends to be able to do it has been difficult. The last one we did was in Quebec, like all of us, in that we went to Les Massifs and Bromont. Those were unbelievable mountains to ski on, especially Les Massifs, because you're skiing like right into it's like a beautiful lake, and you're coming on the top of the mountain. All you can see is the lake. And I've skied in Tahoe too, because I lived there as well. And that, you're at the top of the mountain, you can see the lake, you can kind of see where it goes and ends, and you see all the other mountains and shit. Beautiful, absolutely stunning. Probably some of the best skiing in the country. I would argue that Heavenly is one of the best resorts in the country, if not the best. But Les Massifs in Quebec was right up there. It was fucking unreal. What other news? Man, I feel like I'm talking super fast. I'm trying to catch my breath. But back on the yoga grind a little bit. I've been consistent. Well, 2 days consistent. Today I almost didn't go, but I was like, you know what? I'm physically able to go. I should go. So I went. Very happy I did. Felt way better after. Just want to keep practicing with that and pushing myself more in my practice, because I feel like I haven't pushed myself enough recently. I've been kind of stagnant on like some of the poses or transitions I'm trying to make, specifically with crow to handstand or handstand to crow. And if you do yoga, you know what I'm talking about. But like in a handstand, you have to obviously be vertical. And to get down into crow, you got to like tuck your legs in while holding yourself up on your hands, and then slowly get your legs onto your, like the inside of your armpits or almost your elbows. And man, that core strength is fucking ridiculous. Anyone who can do that is very, very strong. I saw this one dude on Instagram. He was like, I think he's a wrestler, or he's dabbling in MMA, but he has to have a gymnastics background of some sort, because he's doing like, I saw him do a backflip with a block in his hand, like a yoga block, a cork yoga block. He did a backflip, landed on the cork block with his hands into a handstand. It was unbelievable. And that's just one of the many things that kid can do. Whoever that is, I don't know your name, but shout out to you, because that shit's fucking gnarly. Took another cold shower today. It's crazy how good those make you feel, man. Like fucking Superman. Cold showers are one of the greatest things on earth. I really do believe that. What else is going on? Yeah, these are tough, man. It's tough to find something new to talk about every day for 20 minutes. It's definitely possible, and I could easily do more research and be better at it, but every day, like, fuck. It's tough. We're at day 19. Tomorrow we will be 2/3 of the way done. New Year's coming up. I don't remember if I talked about it in yesterday's podcast. If you didn't listen to yesterday's podcast, I'll fill you in a little bit. So I recorded a 25-minute podcast. I go to watch it back and make sure everything's all good. My mic wasn't hooked up correctly, and my camera wasn't hooked up correctly, so the whole thing was scrapped. I started watching it, and I was like, I can't fucking hear anything. So had to scrap that, and then started a new one, and it only lasted about 14 minutes, because my Two friends came and hung out for a bit while I was drawing, and we were watching the football game. But yeah, I where was I going with that? Oh yeah. So yesterday, I was talking about New Year's resolutions and how I think they're fucking stupid, which I still do. I still do think they're stupid. Not the resolutions themselves, but the idea that you're gonna wait till the New Year's to start something that'll probably only last 2 weeks, and then you're gonna get caught right back into your old ways. Hey, I'm a victim of it too. I will say though, it feels better when you start something before a set date. When you're just like, okay, flip the switch, it starts tomorrow. There's no time to think about it. There's no time to like kind of dwell on, well, I'm just going to wait till the new year. And once the new year hits, then I'll change. You know, giving yourself excuses now isn't going to help you. It's only going to make it harder when the new year comes, because you're going to have such a buildup of like, okay, well, I'm going to kind of fuck off for the next however many days, because when the new year starts, then I'm going to be good. You know, that just isn't the way to roll. And I really hope that anyone who does have New Year's resolutions is successful with them, because I'm all for trying to be better and, you know, bettering yourself. I just don't think that it should take a New Year's resolution to be able to do that. Like, why not start it tomorrow? You know, just get after it and get it going. That's not to discredit resolutions and goals for like the next year, because I know I definitely have 2023 goals that I want to hit, but those are like long-term goals within the business, not really too many personal resolutions that I have, just because I know myself. And if I were to wait until New Year's and say like, okay, well, once New Year's hits, then I'll do this, it just wouldn't work for me. Like, I have to, once I have something and I'm like, okay, that will definitely help me, I should do that, I need to start it like the next day and just go absolutely all in, because it's the only way that I'll stick with it and see any sort of result. So, yeah, it's my 2 cents on New Year's resolutions. I will say this since Christmas Day, Christmas was a very tough day for me. If you listen to that podcast, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to like hear it in my voice and just the way I talk and present myself on that day. It was a tough podcast to do, and it was a tough day, you know. But since then, something flipped in me, and I was like, okay, you got that shit out of your system. It's no more holiday season. We're back on the grind. Let's get after it. And I hope I can kind of embed that and influence or motivate anyone else to do the same. You know, let's make 2023 our year to get better as individuals, but also in your business, in your career, whatever it may be. I think for me this year, I really want to focus on being more positive and just showing up every day with a better attitude, not being as stressed. And I know all of the stresses that I have had this year were self-inflicted, just trying to do everything I possibly can and give 100% to this company and what I'm trying to do. So I get that it's like I can't really take away all of the stress, but I can definitely learn from my mistakes this year and just try and be better. And that's all I can really ask for, you know. There's you're never going to be perfect. I will never be perfect. But I can make for damn sure That doesn't make sense. I can make sure that I'm doing my best to kind of be on top of the shit that will help me be in the best mental state, which will in turn make me the best business owner. It'll make me a better friend, a better family member, a better, boyfriend if I ever fucking find a girlfriend. Whenever that time comes, who knows when that'll be. But yeah, I'm just trying to do better and be better. I owe it to myself first, and I think everyone else, like if you're trying to be a better person or make new changes in your life, it should always be based around doing it for yourself first. In turn, that'll make you a better person for everyone else in your life. And just holding yourself accountable and staying disciplined is honestly, like, in short, that is the key to success, is staying disciplined and getting shit done that you know needs to get done, whether you want to do it or not. And just keep going and not stopping and doing as much as you possibly can without burning out. And I have been on the other side of burnouts many times. And since late October to now, like, the amount of burnouts I've had in that time period is brutal. But hey, man, you just keep going, do the best you can, and that's what I'm trying to do right now. I can't change the past. I can only deal with the cards that I have in my hand right now. So I'm going to give it everything I got, and I hope that it can motivate other people to do the same. That's really the goal through everything, through the podcast, through Lonely Cowboy, through anything that I do. It's always to try and motivate and kind of be an example for what I think I would have appreciated earlier in my life. I'm basically trying to be a person that my younger self would have wanted to watch and follow along, and have as a support role in my life. Because I know that when I first started everything, and I got introduced to podcasting and videos and the whole business side of media marketing, so to say, it started off with watching videos and getting out of a dark state, and there's many YouTubers that helped me out of that, and many podcasts that helped me out of that. So if I can do that for someone else, that's all I can ask for. And even if it helps one person, like that, if that one person goes on to change the world, it's worth it, just to be a little tiny role and a little tiny influence in someone's life that'll steer it'll. When someone's at a crossroads and they're like, they could either go down a bad path or a good path, if I can be that person that motivates them to take the good path and be better for themselves and hold themselves accountable, hold other people accountable, take responsibility for everything that they do and not let anyone else negatively affect them, and just realize that, like, we're all human and no one will be perfect, but we can do our best. And if I can get that message across to one person, and that person's the next Elon Musk or fucking Gandhi, I don't know, then it's all worth it, That's kind of the whole point of the scholarships as well. Like, if these scholarships can affect one kid out of however many scholarships I end up offering in my career, if one of those helps one kid to have a major success story, and they're leading the next pack of kids to try and be better and motivate them to, follow their dreams and do their best. Like, it's just a trickle down effect. You do good and you put good energy into the world, you're going to get it in return. And sometimes you get in return tenfold. So we'll see what this new year has to offer. I'm going to continue building off of some habits that I developed in the past, but I kind of let go of. I want to get back into journaling. I want to get back into reading. And there's no reason I can't start that tomorrow. Like, there's no reason I can't start that tonight, right now. The only person that's in the way of doing that is me. So that's an accountability factor that I need to kind of step up to the plate and stop being a little bitch and just do it, you know. But yeah, I have a good feeling about this year. I have a good feeling about the way that the tides are turning, and I hope that my energy and kind of optimism can seep into anyone else's life. Because at the end of the day, I will continue preaching it till the day I die. This company and everything that I do is for you guys. It is a community. Without you, I couldn't do this. And I love you guys for that. I really think we're going to take over the world soon and be a major player in the mental health education game and the tattoo world. Like, I'm not here to fuck around anymore. I'm ready to put all the pieces of the puzzle together and start making some noise. So I'm going to wrap it up. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. And I want to thank you guys once again for listening, watching, viewing, subscribing, whatever it may be. Bro. English. Come on, Kellen. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I would really appreciate it. Like the video, that helps a ton too. And for anyone who doesn't know why YouTubers say that, it is all because of the algorithm and how people grow with a platform. Like, if you're trying to grow a platform, you want things that help your algorithm, and those things do. So if you do that, I appreciate it. And episode 66, day 19, I think so. Catch you next time. Peace.